Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Oh, I already said it. Well, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about one of my most favorite video game franchises of all time, which is Uncharted. Pretty obvious because I'm wearing the. It's not all the way properly. Hold up, is this better? All right, that's kind of better. This is his holster, by the way. I actually dressed up as him last Halloween, and it was a pretty. I went as the Uncharted 3 Nathan Drake. If anyone else was wondering, it was pretty easy to find all the costume bits, but yeah, pretty good costume. If I had any photos, I'll show it to you, but I don't have any photos of myself during that time, so we're just gonna move on. So, Uncharted is in my top 5 best video game franchises of all time. Specifically, Uncharted 2 and 3. I love those games so much. I love those games very much. They were very fun to play. And Uncharted 4 was like, I loved it, but I resonated with 2 and 3 more. I'm not saying I hate it. It's really good, by the way. I love Uncharted 4. But I just resonated with Uncharted 2 and 3 more. I don't know. I just like them. And, of course, we gotta talk about the first one before moving on to 2 and 3. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you see, this game is like 17 years old. It came out in 2007. It's 18 years old. Or at least, it probably is 18 years old by now, but it's 18 years old. And it was on the PS3. It was like not a launch title, but it was there. It was made by the same creators as Jak and Daxter, Crash Bandicoot, and I think most famously The Last of Us, which is Naughty Dog. I think we're all really familiar with it in the gaming community. But basically, this was their first foray into more mature titles, because they were making Jak and Daxter, they were making Crash Bandicoot, and those were like those were kids games, and now they're mostly played by adults. But well, I'm not gonna complain. I'm not an adult yet, so I don't have anything to say. But this was their first foray into more darker kind of stuff. And if you watch those Neil Druckmann interviews, the guy that was the game director, you could see why I don't know, he likes to think he's an edgelord, and he's like dark things, but it comes off as corny. He's really corny. I'm sorry. But we're going to move on to the game. So, you see, this game is, again, 18 years old. It's been out for a pretty long time. And ever since then, we've got really good games like Uncharted 2, the underrated Uncharted 3, and most people's best Uncharted 4. But we don't really talk about this one in the best spotlight besides the voice acting and the writing and the graphics. This game is really bad in the parkour and fighting areas, and that really brings the game down to more of like a 7 or 6 out of 10. I'm not making a 6-7 joke. I'm sorry. Dang it, why did I just say that? But you see, it's just so bad to play. Like, I bought this game Christmas, and a little story behind it before I move on. So basically, I asked for 1, 2, and 3 for Christmas, because I was getting a PS3 that Christmas just to relive some childhood memories. And I looked up best PlayStation 3 games, and Uncharted was, one of those games, so I bought it. Well, I didn't buy it, my parents got me it. And, I love it, but I only got 2 and 3. So I got the Amazon gift card, I got that Christmas, and bought it. I bought this for like $7 on Amazon. It was pretty cheap, so you could pick this up for like $10 or $7. It's pretty cheap, so go ahead, buy it. But you see, after playing it fully, finishing the story, it's just not that good. It's just, the gunplay, the villains. I have to talk about. I don't even remember the villains. I don't even remember the names. I remember one dude was like a white-haired guy who was like kind of old, but the other dude just looks like, I don't even remember what he looks like. He just hair slicked back, prickle beard. That's all I remember of him. But I remember the other I remember, what was his name? He was the bald-headed guy from Uncharted 2. Oh, he was a Russian guy. I remember him really well. I remember Uncharted 3's villain, which was Milo and her butler or her co-conspirator. I forgot his name, but I do remember that they were trying to like plot him as like one of the Jinn. And I will talk about Uncharted 3 in the future, but we're just going to keep on moving on with the train. And Uncharted 4 had that evil guy Rafe, and he also had that bad guy but also not bad guy girl that was one of the main characters in Uncharted Lost Legacy, but I kind of forgot about her. I think her name was like Melly or something. That's a rapper. But continuing on, you see, this game has parkour, and I got a fresh PS3 controller, right? I tell Nathan to jump this way onto another rock to keep climbing, or move sideways. He decides, for no reason, to jump off the cliff and die, causing me to die and start all over again. It just, like, it makes me mad. It's so maddening. I hate it. It makes me want to throw my controller. And I broke my controller, by the way, because of that one boss in Kingdom Hearts 2. But we're going to ignore that. So, the gameplay is pretty kind of bad. I mean, it's okay. I could play through it, but it's not the best. Like Uncharted 2 and 3, they're not as improved. And it's just kind of, it comes off as like a little cheap sometimes. But yeah. Also, the shooting is fine. I mean, it's a cover shooter. You're not going to really get much out of it in this game specifically. But why did I just make that face? I'm sorry. I don't know. But it's just like, it's just not that. It's just not that. And to this game, the goons, the guy, the evil people, the minions that fight you, all they ever say is shoot to kill. That's it. That's it. That's all they say. And it gets annoying. It gets to a point where, like, alright, you already said like 200 shoot the kills. I think it's time to change up the formula, buddy. But again, I mean, what are you gonna do? Alright? So this game is a good game. It made its way for Uncharted 2 and 3 and 4, and it helped Naughty Dog to get into more mature games like The Last of Us, which is also a good game that I will cover on the channel one day. Maybe in like the next 4 weeks, maybe I'll do it, but I don't know. But again, you see, it's always like the first thing that's kind of bad now, but it caused like really good things for a franchise. And this is like one of those examples. Kind of like Borderlands. I mean, Borderlands 1 isn't really nothing to write about. I mean, it's a good game, but it's just like Borderlands 2 is more known better. You know, has Craig in it. But for this game, it's like a 6 out of 10. I'm only going to play this once, and I replayed it again for this video. It's just not that good. And I just say watch the cutscenes for the first game, and so you could get a sense of the characters, and then go play 2, 3, and 4, or just buy the Nathan Drake collection as a whole, so you could just, you know, get through it, and then play 2 and 3, which are masterpieces, and 4, which is like the ultimatum of the whole thing. So that is it for my video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this. I'm sorry this is a late upload. You know, I had my brother's birthday celebration, birthday dinner to go to, and I also went to church today. So that was kind of a lot, but that's really it for this video. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. See ya.